Communications Weekly Live is a tactical and practical show we do every week at the same time, every Friday morning at 10 a.m. So I hope you'll put that on your calendar so that you can join us. And I would love to hear where you're coming in from. If you're joining me live or if you're watching this later, please do use hashtag replay. We are streaming in my Facebook business page for Tiger Eye Solution, and then also on my YouTube channel. And this will also be posted in the group Relationship Communications and on LinkedIn later. So if you are joining us on YouTube, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button, ring that bell so that you will be notified every time that we do go live. We go live several times during the week, and we would love to have you join us, and we don't want you to miss anything. So we are sponsored by Tiger Eye Solution, my virtual assistant business. And at Tiger Eye Solution, we work with speakers, coaches, and professionals to help them grow their business. And so they can enjoy being the CEO and do what they love to do within their business. And we do this virtually and in our online community. If you're not part of the Relationship Communications Facebook group, I invite you to go over to Facebook, type Relationship Communications in the search bar. It should come up. There's a banner at the top with my photo on it. I would love to welcome you into the community. It is a networking community. It's a free community to be a part of. We would love to have you come join us, and start building your network if you haven't already. Networking is a very important piece of marketing within your business. You'll learn a little bit more about that today when we dive into our topic. So before we dive into our topic today, I do want to introduce myself because I know we do have some new people that may be joining or listening to the replay later. And again, if you are watching on YouTube, please go ahead and subscribe so you'll be notified. I know a lot of you too have, we're almost halfway through 2024. Oh my goodness, I cannot believe that, right? And I know everyone set goals back in January of this year. I'd like to hear also how you're accomplishing those goals. Are you almost to reaching that goal you set, or are you still in the building steps, completing small goals to reach your big goal? So share that with us in the comments if you don't mind today. I would love to hear that. But welcome to Relationship Communications Weekly Live. So I'm going to introduce myself. This was me over almost 6 years ago. Oh my goodness. Over 5.5 years ago as a preschool teacher. I was a preschool teacher for over 25 years prior to starting my business. This was the last classroom that I worked in. And I started building relationships at the very beginning when I first became a teacher. Because you have to build relationships with those children that you work with their families. You may have heard that it takes a village to raise a child, and that is so true. It really does take a village to raise a child. So I was a part of the village, raising the children that was in the classroom that I had the privilege of working with. So I had to get to know them, on a deeper level and learn, how they learn best in order to be able to teach them what I needed to teach them, right? So building relationships has been a part of who I am, what I do, etc. for a very, very long time. So to say that that's my niche and what I love to do would be an understatement, since I have been doing it for many, many years. In this particular classroom, we also didn't just have to build relationships with these children. We had to learn a little bit about some other countries. We had like 4 different countries represented in this particular classroom. And so we had to do a little research and background, learn some background information about these countries so that we could better serve those students in that classroom that actually came from other countries, that actually spoke a different language when they went home every day. Yes, they were learning English so that they could talk to us in the classroom and learn, because we taught in English, right? So that they could learn what they needed to learn in the classroom. But we also wanted them to feel comfortable as far as being from another country. And so we tried to celebrate maybe certain holidays their other country celebrated. We tried to do different things to help them know, yes, we respect you and the country you come from, you and your family. And this is how we're going to, show you that, or, celebrate that. So we did various different things. It was very interesting and a lot of fun. So this is my 3 children, Caleb, Matthew, Alyssa, and I, back during one of the times that I was a single mother. I have been married twice and a single mother twice in the past, and my life wasn't always easy. My first marriage was far from normal, and I really felt like a single mom all the time. And it did last for about 13 years, so that was a long time to be in a marriage, and it really wasn't a marriage. But my 2 boys did come from that marriage, and so it wasn't all bad, but I also knew that I had to find a way out of that marriage so I could make a better life for myself and my boys. And I did just that. It took a little while to get there, but I did get there, and I finally was able to leave that non-traditional and controlling type of marriage. Then I married my daughter's father, and it was a roller coaster ride, to say the least, with so many ups and downs and everything in between. That marriage lasted about 4 years. But of course, my beautiful daughter did come from that marriage. And now I am married to my wonderful husband, Jeff, who loves and supports myself and my kids in so many different ways. So, there was years of struggle, but it helped build me into who I am today. Then in 2018, this is what my family looks like today. My 3 children, Caleb, Matthew, and Alyssa. And then, of course, my husband, Jeff, and our grandbabies, our twin grandbabies, JP and Hattie. Then in 2018 is when I decided to start my first business, Tiger Eye Solution. And I started out as an author assistant, and then learned how important building relationships and follow-up was, in the professional world. So, of course, I changed my niche and then built a team in 2021 for Tiger Eye Solution. We now have 11, counting myself, team members on the Tiger Eye Solution team. And I could not be more happier with my personal and professional life that I have today. So, was it a long path to get to where I am today? Absolutely. Was it the path that I always dreamed of, when I was a little girl? No, not really. As little children, we do kind of have those dreams of what we would like our grown-up life to be like when we reach that stage of life, right? But I'm sure I'm not the only one that would share that the path you're on today, or the path that you have taken since you have reached adulthood, became a parent, etc., is not what you actually dreamed of when you were a kid. So we just have to go with it, roll with it, make the best of it, or make it different. To make that choice to make it different. And I have had to do that in the past for sure. So let's dive into our topic today, which is clarity when networking. Networking in your world, no matter where that takes place, is still one of the most important elements of small business relationship building. Like many elements of marketing, however, it's even more effective when you learn how to blend good old, hi, tell me about your business, with let's connect online. And this takes commitment, okay? I'm going to tell you a few ways of how you can make that commitment, okay? Networking takes commitment because you've got to actually get out and go where people are. You have to be somewhere where you can meet people, right? You've got to take some time to learn about who might be at the event, whether it's online or in person. Do a little bit of research, right, before you attend an event. You've got to make an effort to get uncomfortable. If you're an introvert like myself, I know it's uncomfortable to actually go to an in-person event and start introducing yourself, talking about yourself, your business, etc., to other people, and hand them that business card, right? It's a scary, scary thing. However, you have to do it in order to move forward and to grow your business. You have to actually care about what the new person you just met is saying. So when you do introduce yourself and meet that new person and they start telling you, you ask them to tell you about themselves and their business, then you have to actually listen to what they're saying and be attentive during that conversation. Okay. And you've got to hold off launching into a sales pitch. You do not want to do that. Okay. That's not what the other person is listening for. And that's not going to help you start building that relationship you're looking for with that person. Okay. So you've got to commit to meeting everyone in the same way. You know, if you go to an in-person event and say there's, I don't know, 35 people in attendance at that specific event, and you may or may not be able to meet all 35 people, and that's okay. However, say you want to at least meet 10 of them. When you walk up to 10 different people, you want to introduce yourself and have a conversation in the same manner. Okay. You don't want to go meet John Smith and talk to him in one manner and then go meet Jane Jones in a different manner. Okay. So that's why it's important to practice what you're going to say beforehand, before actually going to the event. Okay. So that you're saying the exact same thing to every single person that you meet. Okay. Then you've got to accept that people need to meet you. You know, there's people out there that could benefit from what you have to offer. You know, all of us have different types of businesses and we offer different types of things, right? Whether it's a service, whether it's a product, no matter what it is, we offer different types of things. And there are people out there that need what you have to offer, but you have to meet them, right? Whether it's online or in person, or have a referral partner that refers them to you. So we've talked about referral partners a little bit in the past. So it's important to build your network and build those referral partners. Okay. So, and you've got to be willing to approach anyone. Like I said, you know, if you're at that in-person event and you at least want to meet 10 new people, then you've got to be willing to approach them, not wait for them to come approach you. You need to go to John Smith and say, hello, I'm Lisa DeToffel from Tiger Eye Solution, blah, blah, blah. You know, tell them whatever you're going to say. So you want to make sure that you step out of your comfort zone, because I know that's not comfortable to walk up to a stranger, you know, John Smith or whomever it is, and introduce yourself, but you have got to get uncomfortable in order to move forward. Okay. Then there's clarity. Networking takes clarity because you've got to know exactly how you add value. So when you're talking to that person, you want to make sure that you're portraying that, of how what you have to offer will add value to them and their business. Okay. You've got to know exactly when and how you can help, right? If they've just started their business, maybe they haven't got to the point to where a virtual assistant would benefit them. You know, that's what I have to offer. I have virtual assistant services that I can offer to other business owners and professionals. But if they've just started maybe their business a month ago, they might not be to that point. However, I still want them to know who I am and what I do. So maybe 6 months from now, they might get to that point to where working with a virtual assistant would be beneficial for them in their business, right? So make sure you let them know exactly when and where you can help. You've got to keep your business card from being in the reflex. Some of y'all might not even know what that is, but it's a place where everybody kept business cards a long time ago. But I'm sure there's a card stack or something on a lot of people's desk from business cards that they've collected. I've had that in the past. However, I have a process when I collect new business cards of what I do with them after I get all the information off of them that I need, right? So if you'd like to learn more about that process, we can have a conversation and I'll be happy to share that with you. You also got to have an online connection plan. Okay, so like I said in the beginning, hi, introduce yourself, but can we connect online? That is a big, big question because everybody's online these days, right? Especially business owners and professionals, because we all have to have an online presence. They may have a business page. They may be on LinkedIn, whatever platform they choose to be on. But you definitely want to ask them that. Can we connect online? Are you on LinkedIn? Can I connect with you there? And ask them, because that is a professional platform. So more than likely, if they are a professional and have a business, they're going to be on LinkedIn, and you can go connect with them there. You got to have a follow-up plan. Oh my gosh. This is this is my area right here, a follow-up plan. And I cannot stress enough how important that is. And that's kind of what I do with those business cards. If I go to an event and say I collect 20 new business cards, yes, when I first get home back from the event, they just go in a pile on my desk, and that's fine. However, I'm going to schedule a time to go through those cards, to get all the information off those cards that I need and put it in a place where I need it to be. And then I don't throw the cards away. I actually have a specific place where I store business cards, so they're not just in that stack on my desk. But until I go through them and get the information off of them that I need and put them in my database, I guess you could call it, because that's where it goes, then I put the cards in a specific place as well. And again, if you'd like to learn more about that, we can have a conversation. So please set up a follow-up plan, whatever that looks like for you. If you'd like to learn more about follow-up plans, I'll be happy to have a conversation with you about that as well. But a follow-up plan is so, so important to those that you meet. And you want to do it within the first 24 to 48 hours after the event has taken place. Because you meet John Smith, say this afternoon at an event, and you don't reach out to him till this time next week, he's probably going to be done forgot who you are. Right? So yes, I know today's Friday, and if you went to an event today, a lot of people don't work on weekends, and that's fine. But you would want to reach out to him Monday or Tuesday of next week and say, hello, John, we met at ABC event, whatever the name of the event is, and I'd like to connect further with you. Can we schedule a time to talk? Simple as that. Or would you like to meet for coffee? Maybe go to the local coffee shop and meet for coffee and have a conversation. Whatever that looks like for you, and whatever you think would work best with John Smith that you met. You met him at the event. So if you think, meeting online on a Zoom call works better, or meeting at a coffee shop works better, just extend that invitation, okay? Then you've got to know who else needs to meet who you meet. Let me say that one again. It can be confusing. You've got to know who else needs to meet who you meet at these events, okay? In other words, you should also be a referral partner. You should have referral partners that refer people to you, but you also want to be a referral partner. Like if one of my people in my network go to an event and meet John Smith, and they learn about him and his business, and they know that he could really benefit from having a virtual assistant, then they can refer John Smith to me. And then I can have a conversation with John Smith and see how I could help him with some virtual assistant services, right? So not only do you need referral partners, people to refer others to you, you also want to be a referral partner. So if you meet someone on an online event, you said, oh my gosh, they really need to meet Lisa, because they probably could benefit from having some virtual assistant services. Do an email introduction, if it is an online thing, or a LinkedIn introduction. You met John Smith at the event, he's on LinkedIn, y'all connected there, but that he would benefit from meeting me and having a conversation with me because he could use some virtual assistant services. Then make that introduction on LinkedIn. I'm on LinkedIn, John Smith's on LinkedIn, and you're on LinkedIn. So you can make that introduction there too. Or if you have all our email inbox is a good place to make an introduction, or on a specific social media platform, and do it privately in the message area. Like if you are doing a LinkedIn introduction, do it in the messages. Okay. So today I want you to pick out an event and make a plan to make it amazing. Find you an event, whether it's online or in person. Find an event that you could benefit from by attending. and, make notes of this list. I'm so sorry. I forgot to go to my other slide. Make notes of this list that I have shared with you today and put the list in your pocket. And then, move fiercely around the room, making meaningful connections with every person you don't already know, or at least 10 people. If there's a room of 50 people, you're not going to be able to introduce yourself to everybody. That's a lot of people. But at least try to introduce yourself and meet 10 new people at that specific event. Okay. I also want to extend an invitation. Those of you that are part of the relationship communications, the VIP group or VIP club is getting ready to be revamped or get a boost. Okay, we'll say that. And I would love to have you come join us and be a part of that. There's so many benefits in there, guys. We had such an amazing meeting this earlier this week. You have the opportunity to post questions. We have a private Facebook group for the VIP club. So once you become part of the club, you get invited to that group. You can post questions in that group, have conversations with the other members. There's so much to benefit from by being a part of the VIP club. I will post our spring special will be coming to a close at the end of May. So if you want to jump on board, now is the perfect time to do that. Our spring special is $17 for your first 3 months to be a part of the VIP club, and then it goes to $27 a month. Very, very cost friendly to be a part of this VIP club. And like I said, we're fixing to bump it up a notch, if you will, in the next few months. That's a work in progress at the moment that I'm working on. But I would love to welcome you into the VIP club, and you can start benefiting from what we offer. We do meet twice a month. I'm sorry. Our first session is a Q&A session where you can bring any and all questions that you have to that session. And it's not just me answering your question, it's everybody in attendance at that specific meeting that can answer that question, whatever it may be. Then our second meeting is what I like to call a party. We come and we celebrate all our wins, no matter how big or how small they may be. We want to celebrate your wins with you. And then, of course, set our goals for the next month, whatever you have that you want to achieve in the following month. So it's a lot of fun. We get to know each other, and it's building your network. What we just talked about today, being a part of that VIP club, you're going to be building that network and referral partners all at the same time. Because those people in that VIP club, if they get to know you on a deeper level, then they're definitely going to be able to refer other people to you because they know you and your business and what type of work you do. So I hope everyone has a great weekend, and I will see you again soon.